Good morning from New York. Good morning from JFK. Have you missed us? We are back on a beautiful but very windy day here in New York. This was UPS A380 600. And welcome to a few hours of plane spotting here at JFK. And we have been away for a while here at JFK because it was simply too cold. And today is actually the first day where I got time to come out here and do some live streaming. And also it's a day where the temperatures are finally coming back into the regions where I think I have fun. I don't freeze like crazy. It's very windy still, so it's very chilly, but at least it's not as cold as it used to be just a couple of weeks ago, where I took a flight to Florida, to Miami, and did some live streaming there simply because of the temperatures and the weather. So we're gonna stay here for a couple hours today, and for all of our viewers, happy Easter! Happy Easter for all of our viewers, right? This is today, Easter Sunday, and hope you enjoy the time with your family. And maybe you have a few minutes to tune in and join us whilst we see here the first A320 from JetBlue in a special livery called the Peacock livery from JetBlue, and that's a flight from JFK to Georgetown, and that's JetBlue flight 765. So what can we expect today? We have the 3-1s active. It looks like we have the 3-1s active the entire day. We have winds steadily blowing from the northwest, changing to north and then back to northwest. So this would indicate an entire day of runway 31 operations, landings mostly on 31 left, and takeoffs takeoffs on 31 left, and landings on 31 right. We can see takeoffs today, hopefully later on with heavier aircraft, hopefully with a beautiful skyline of New York in the background. So that's something what we're going to go for. But for now, JetBlue A320 in the Peacock livery on the way to Georgetown. I hope the sound is okay. It's very windy here by the bay. I hope the microphone is doing okay and you don't have only wind noise on it. I have a windscreen on my microphone, so hopefully that works out. Please let me know in the chat if the wind is too dominant, too scratchy on the microphone. Then I'm trying to correct something, but I think it should be fine. Sorry guys, you might not see an overlay today on the picture. I tried to fix that before I went live, but for some reason my device does not activate the JFK overlay. So I can give you this one, but it's not. So let's turn it off for this one. But it's not, right? I have a JFK overlay here. It does not activate for whatever reason. So that's something what I don't know why. I have to fix when I'm back home. It worked out fine yesterday. Sometimes it's just you just hear camera operator, your commentator, your tech support. I'm a one-man show here. I'm a one-man show. All right, we see here Hawaiian A380 200s. They're gonna be replaced, I think, in summer by the 787 Dreamliner. So let's enjoy the 330-200 as long as we have him here on the flight back to Honolulu, Hawaii. And Thomas, welcome from Fluggesellschaft, our partner channel from Germany, and giving us the latest updates. Kenya Air 7878 from Nairobi, 2 minutes out. Let me see, my iPad just lost connection to my phone. Okay, all right. I think I have to pull it up on my phone. And I have the 7878 Dreamliner on my own radar. Let's see. It's currently approaching runway 31 right. And we're going to stay as of now for a few more seconds on this 330-200 from Hawaiian. That's Hawaiian flight 51, flight from JFK to Honolulu, Hawaii. There he comes, Kenya Air 7878 Dreamliner from Nairobi. Go back to Hawaiian, flight 51, 330-200, soon to be replaced by a 787-9 Dreamliner. All right, so this flight is actually one of the longest domestic flights in the United States. Community, which flight is the longest domestic flight in the United States? Can you tell me which one is the longest domestic flight within the United States? Let me know in the comment section. And welcome to our first viewers, Ryan DeRosa. Happy Easter to you too. And we have Oliver Garrett. He's on Team Stripes. Yes, we expect Condor today. Yeah, I think they should come in the afternoon. And we have Ilona, Planespotter fan. Hello from Bavaria. Greetings to Bavaria. And Hilde, welcome back, Hilde. She says, hello Jens, greetings from Essen. Wish you happy Easter. Happy Easter to you too, Hilde. Welcome back. We took a little break here from JFK simply because of the weather, simply because of the temperatures. It was too cold, at least for me, right? I know other live streamers. Pete, if you can see me, if you can listen to us, speedy recovery to you. Hope all is well, right? You stood your ground here, and you are covering JFK in January and February, where I decided to take a break or flight out to Miami, Florida. So I hope all is well with you. Speedy recovery, and I hope to see you soon, and I hope to see you soon on your live streams. Well, we see here JetBlue A321. That's the mint livery. And Ryan was JFK Honolulu. Not really, Ryan. This is, I think it's the second longest flight. The longest domestic flight in the United States is from Boston to Honolulu. So it's also a flight from Hawaiian, but from Boston to Honolulu. It was close. That was close, Ryan. Okay, let me just see. I can activate my flight radar on my iPad. So the A320 we just saw taken off, this was another special livery of JetBlue. This was the Boston Red Sox livery. And that's a flight from JFK to West Palm Beach in beautiful, sunny and warm Florida with an A320-200. And the JetBlue 321 with a mint livery that was flight 211 from JFK to Las Vegas. And this is going to be a 5 hours and 10 minutes flight to Las Vegas. Let's go real quick. The Jaybird. Japan Airlines A350-1000 service from Tokyo, Haneda. All right, so welcome again to all of our viewers. Thank you for tuning in. This is Planes and Friends. Welcome to our Sunday show, right? Thank you for everyone that have tuned in. I know all the big channels are live today as well, so appreciate everyone joining here today on this beautiful Sunday, on this Easter Sunday. We have an approach for 31 left, the big boy Korean Air flight 81 from Seoul. A380-800 in just a minute. Here right in front of us on runway 31 left, one of the longest runways in the United States. That runway used to be a diversion runway for the space shuttle. There he comes, A380. here we go. Thomas, A380 time, absolutely. 12 hours, no, 13 hours flight time from Seoul, Korea. Yes, and on, what is it, on Tuesday? My wife is going to be on a flight from Korean Air, but it's going to be, I think, a midnight flight, 747-8 or A380 from JFK to Seoul. So I'm looking forward to hear from her how it was. 13, or I think going there is 14 hours. That's going to be a tough one. And then she's going to continue to China, actually, for business. That is amazing. So that's going to be a long one. And Thomas, thank you. Silkway 747-800 next to land 31 right. We're going to have a look out. Where is it? Silkway. That would be my first Silkair. That would be my first Silkair. And it looks like it's coming in 31 left, Thomas. That one is coming in from Chicago, O'Hare. That's a beautiful, beautiful livery. Thomas, thank you for the updates. Much appreciated. I know Marcus, my moderator today, he couldn't make it. Family obligations on Easter. That's absolutely no problem. And Silkway. Yeah, it looks like she is going over to 3-1 right. Yes, she's going over 3-1 right, unfortunately. 747-8, but this beast is long. So we should have no problem getting her full frame. Just a few seconds, guys. She will appear behind the trees. There she comes. Awesome. Silkway 747-8. While we see here American flight 167 service to Tokyo, Haneda on a 787-9 Dreamliner takeoff. American 787-9 Dreamliner, and we go over real quick to a 777-300. This Turkish Airlines from Istanbul, is it? Where's the cafe? That was Turkish Airlines 777-300 from Istanbul on a 10 hours and 1 minute flight. Whilst we have an absolute beautiful 787-9 Dreamliner here from El Al in the retro livery. Absolutely beautiful. El Al Flight 4 from JFK to Tel Aviv. While we see in the foreground another Airbus 321 with a new jet blue mint livery, and that's a flight from JFK to Oranjestad in the Caribbean. A 321-200 so a CEO classic engine option, but we want to stay on this beautiful Dreamliner in the El Al classic old livery. The wind is blowing really strong here at the bay. My eyes are watering, my nose is running. Sorry guys, there's nothing what I can do at the moment. It's really super windy here. So I'm just here, I'm just wearing a hoodie, so I don't wear a jacket. It is okay, let's say that way. It is okay, but it's gonna get a little bit warmer, a few more degrees, so it's gonna be nice then. But yeah, by the bay, it's a challenge by the bay. And Terry says hello from Florida. Hello Terry, and happy Easter. I hope you enjoyed this Easter Sunday with your family, with your friends. And also happy Easter to all of our Coptic viewers. Today is also Easter for our Coptic friends. 4 to beautiful Tel Aviv. Next arrival on 31 right will be Kalita. Kalita on a 777-200 freighter. Wow. Haven't seen that one in a long, long time. Coming in from Anchorage in Alaska. That was Kalita, 777 freighter. This thing is 12 years old, coming in from Anchorage, and it was flight 913. That was actually a 6 hours and 15 minutes flight, so it's quite a distance over to Alaska. Also, with Alaska being the largest state in the United States. And welcome to all viewers that just tuned in on this Easter Sunday. So that was Singapore Airlines flight 26 SQ26 from Frankfurt in Germany, coming from Singapore, right? And then they fly to Frankfurt, and this route is alive, I don't know for how many decades, SQ26. So it used to be an A380. It used to be back in the good old days, right? They operated with a 747-400, and then they switched over to an A380, and now the 777-300. Yeah, there was the Star Alliance livery. I couldn't see it here from the distance, so I was wondering what white-colored airplane it is, but it's their Star Alliance livery from Singapore Airlines. And what we see here, this is JetBlue Flight 9 to Santiago, to Santo Domingo, also in their new and beautiful JetBlue mint livery. That's an Airbus 321-200 CEO. CEO stands for Classic Engine Option. This thing is 8 years old, so not too old. I was in the morning. I was speculating a little bit for two arrivals. That would have been absolutely great, because I think we have never live streamed here from the bay two operations. You actually get them pretty early when they approach the airport, and then when they take off or when they pass you, it's spectacular. It's beautiful. So I have a few videos out there on my YouTube channel where you can see usually two left landings and two right takeoffs from JFK. I think it was from last year. No, from 2 years ago when I started filming. I started filming first before I went into live streaming. And off this JetBlue goes to Santo Domingo with a 321 CEO Classic Engine Option. Beautiful livery, absolutely. I love it. One of my favorite ones, actually. And for those who follow the channel a little bit longer, you know what Jens's favorite livery is. You know? And we have Giants from the UK. Hello, Giant Coin Stacks. Welcome to Planes and Friends. Welcome to this first live stream in 2025 from not so cold anymore, but still very breezy and chilly New York from JFK. We have another wide body coming in, ANA approaching runway. I think it's 31 right. They go over to 31 right. From Tokyo Haneda, another flight from Tokyo Haneda on the 777-300. That's 12 hours and 32 minutes flight, and that's ANA flight 110. Here in just a few seconds. Would be great if this one would come in at 31 left, but they usually go 31 right. The Pokemon would have been great, right? But I think the Pokemon was just here a couple of days ago. Was it last week? I think I saw it on another streamer's show. 777 from Singapore Airlines, taxiing here in the background. Let me give you a little bit more zoom. Full 600 millimeters, all the way zoomed in, so you can imagine how far away we are actually from the airport, but still a nice view. The 777 is 9 Victor Sierra Whiskey Mike in the Star Alliance livery. And we also have Air India 777 showing up on Flight Radar on the ground, getting ready for their flight to Mumbai. I can remember in 1990, when was it? 1997. I landed in Mumbai with Swissair 747-300. I can remember this was our spotter trip to Hong Kong Kai Tak. The good old times where we still shot slides, the good old Kodak 64-rolls and the 32s, but I switched later to the 32s, but on this trip I shot a lot of 64 slide rolls, and that was a very unique flight. So one of my few, I think it was the only 747-300 I've ever flown from Zurich via Mumbai to Hong Kong Kai Tak. It was awesome. Let's go over to ANA 777-300 from Tokyo Haneda. And we have Sven Tanneberger. Good afternoon, Sven. How are you doing? And Renate. Hello, Renate. Greetings from New York to you to Frankfurt on this Easter Sunday. I know you guys in Germany, you're very lucky, right? You have Friday off, Karfreitag. This is called Good Friday here in the US. And then you also have Monday off, Easter Monday here in the US. Yes, we know Easter. We know it's existing, but we don't get any days off. So Friday is a work day here. Good Friday is a work day. And I think California might have off on Friday, Easter Friday, Good Friday. But other than that, it's a work day, like it's a regular work day for us. Good Friday and also Easter Monday. Unfortunately, we don't get days off here. Different for Christmas. And Easter is actually the higher holiday, right? Delta 757, 200 taken off. Air. We also have Saudia now showing up on Flight Radar. Looking forward to see the 777-300 coming up here. I was hoping for the front delivery, but no luck today. We got it once last year, very like on a beautiful Saturday, I think it was, taken off here for 3-1 left. I think it was the thumbnail for one of my live streams. And 757 we just covered. This is Delta flight 680, service to San Francisco, California. Greetings to AVL, greetings to Kevin and Rudy. Airing today a little later from San Francisco. So this plane is going to land in about 6 hours in front of the AVL cameras in San Francisco, California. Handing it over to you, Kevin. Greetings over to you. Thomas, you remember last year in Miami where you handed over a flight North 787-9 that took off in Germany, and I covered the landing in Miami, Florida. 11 hours, 10 hours and 30 minutes later. That was a crazy thing. My back was shot then. I was standing the entire time. I'm not used to stand for such a long time, so live streams for 10, 11 or 12 hours is usually nothing what I do, simply because it takes a big like on my back. Air 777-300 getting ready to Mumbai. And Renate says, I am originally from Vienna. Oh my god, that's my favorite city in Europe, Renate. Vienna is my favorite city in Europe. Just absolutely beautiful. My wife and my daughter, we went there in 2023, December 2023. We enjoyed the Christmas markets there. We had a wonderful time in Vienna, the pre-Christmas time. It was absolutely fantastic. So, I want to go back. I can't wait to go back. Vienna is absolutely stunning. See here this American 321 raising to runway 31 left. Having here Delta 737-900 flight to Providenciales. JFK is a Delta Airlines hub. So let's see what's going on between United and, there were rumors that United want to take over JetBlue. Not sure about that one, but I know that United want to break into JFK, so this could be an opportunity for United to get into JFK and to make Delta's life a little bit harder. I think I have to remove my iPad from the tripod. It's very shaky. Too windy. It's extremely windy here. I'm gonna take it off. Much better. So my iPad. I have my iPad mounted on my tripod leg, but the wind is making the entire iPad shaking, and so the tripod was shaking. So I took it off. We are having here JetBlue 321 flight 787. Here we go. Flight to St. Martin. Beautiful St. Martin. I wish I would be there right now. Nice and warm. Maybe 90 degrees. Oh my god, it would be beautiful. Hopefully coming up in about 4 weeks here in JFK too. Yesterday actually was a pretty hot day with 81 degrees here in New York. It was beautiful. I was sitting outside on my patio. Enjoyed the Saturday afternoon. But today it's a little bit chilly. Saudi 777-300. So if you just tuned in, welcome to Planes and Friends. Welcome to the Sunday show from JFK, live from JFK, our first JFK show in 2025. We took a little bit of a break due to the weather, due to the cold here in New York. It was a very long and cold winter actually here. I cannot remember, and I talked to a lot of people here, also to co-workers that worked with me in Manhattan in the city. They said they couldn't remember a winter season where it was constantly so cold, basically since beginning of December until end of March, basically permanently temperatures below the freezing point. So that was a hard winter that we had. It was not necessarily a lot of snow, a little bit, but not a lot of snow, but just like cold, really cold, constantly cold. So hopefully it's 777 coming up, and let me go over real quick to Frontier. That's Frontier flight 4057 with service to Tampa in Florida. I used to live there. So the 777 coming up, and we also have Air India lining up on runway 31 left. There she is, and this is Air India flight 116 to Mumbai on a 777-300, 11 years old. So this one could be a nice skyline shot. Hopefully, keep fingers crossed. I think this one is heavy. And take off 777-300 to Mumbai. Climbing too fast. This thing is a rocket ship. Off to Mumbai. JetBlue livery. This is the Puerto Rico Blue Rico livery. I'm sorry, my Spanish is not that good. So this one is going to flying to Port of Spain on a 320-200. We are lucky today. Our third special livery today from JetBlue. Amazing. JetBlue 320. I'm just staying here with Saudia, flight 20, back to Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. River Sonia 777 to Jeddah. Let me do a quick check about our next departures. We're gonna see 3 Alaska Airlines taken off. Checking if one of them maybe is a special livery, but no. We will have another Frontier taken off, well actually 2, one to Miami, one to San Juan in Puerto Rico. Looks like Frontier is was adding more flights here in JFK. Dreamliner, yes, and we have also Asiana 350-900 back to Seoul. And the Silkway 747-800, the freighter, is expected to leave at 1:40. That would be amazing. Would be great sunlight actually later on. We have High Sky later on. We have Lima. We have Latam to Lima on the 767-300. They are very strong down in Miami, Florida. And let's check the arrivals. And we have Lisa saying hello. Hello, Lisa. It's hot and sunny here, 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Lisa, wherever this is. Welcome to Planes and Friends. Welcome to this Sunday show. Live from JFK. We are awaiting EgyptAir from Cairo at 12:20. A little bit of a delay. We are awaiting Highfly 330-200 from Bucharest in Romania at 12:20. We are awaiting Delta from Berlin on the 767-300 at 12:25. DHL from Cincinnati, Ohio on the 767-300 at 12:20. So we have a lot of good flights coming in. Planes and ships. Another bark. Yes, no high tide is coming in here. Cable, fixing some things here. Just a second, guys. I'll be right back. With the JFK measure wind from 330 at 22 knots with gusts to 29 knots. Yes, it's absolutely windy here. crazy windy actually. Looks like we have a little bit of a quiet time here. It also happens at JFK, especially Sundays are a little bit more quiet days. Sundays are a little bit more quiet days. Sorry guys, my microphone just dropped. And usually Fridays are the busier days here at JFK. But on Fridays, guess what? Jens has to work. So there's not many chances that I can be here on a Friday or on a weekday. And we have Qatar coming up here. Yes. 777-300 service to Doha. Take off 777-300 back to Doha. Have here Sun Country 737-800 flying back to Minneapolis. It is so windy that the picture is actually a little bit shaky, so not much what I can do here. It's simply a very windy day. Yesterday it was also pretty windy, so gusts up to 29 knots. That's quite a lot here. You can see it on the waves here on the bay. And when you zoom in all the way, which I have to do here from this position, right, it creates a little bit of a shaky picture, but that's just the way how it is here, unfortunately. But it still is a beautiful position here, by the way. Especially when we hopefully one day get the 4s or the 22s active again. Then you will see what a beautiful position this is. I'm still freezing a little bit today. It's still chilly with the wind. Temperature-wise, we are okay. I think we should be at 60 degrees or something. So temperature-wise, it's okay. But the wind makes it very, very uncomfortable. The gusts, they make it very uncomfortable. Not just for me behind the camera, also for the camera, for the vibrations, for the shakiness a little bit. So apologies for that one. And Mr. Bandito, happy Easter to you too. Hope you're enjoying your Easter Sunday. Oh, and we have a go around. We have a go around here. Look at that one. Delta 330 going around. Follow this one coming over to us. Might have been an unstable approach because there was no landing in front of this 1031 right. Sun Country 730, 7800 back to Minneapolis. And Mr. Bandito says, oh yes, kids are happy. Absolutely no doubts about that one. They enjoy it. I hope they found all the X. You still hide them in the backyard? Back in my days, everything was hidden somewhere in the backyard, and we had to look for it. We had to search for it. The good old times. Yeah, Lisa, Delta from Paris, wind shear. All right, interesting. Thank you. Wind shear. Here we go. And take off Sun Country. 3-1 left. Delta flight 1574, service from Fort Lauderdale coming in here. It looks like a 3-1 left arrival. Let's see what's next. We have a 3-1 right arrival. That's a little bit too far away here for the camera. That's going to be another JetBlue flight 678 from Jacksonville in Florida. An A220-300 with the new JetBlue Mint livery. That one is going to go over to 3-1 right. And we have a couple of more departures. Delta 321. Service to Orlando in Florida. Flight 2090. All right. Let's go with this one. Sunny and warm Orlando, Florida. To Mickey. Taking off next. This is Alaska flight 23 to Seattle. in Washington State. And then we have another 321 from Delta, flight 527, service to another flight to Seattle, Washington State. And that's a 321 Neo, a 271 NX. Next one. This is an Embraer 175 long range Delta connection flight 3990 to Washington DC to Dallas. Next approach, Delta 330-900. That should be the one that performed the go around, the flight from Paris. Hopefully now everything works out. 3-1 left. Safe touchdown, Delta from Paris on the 330-900 Neo. Nice. And all the way in the background, I can see the big boy getting ready. Emirates 380. Yep. Oh, we have a strong wind gust here. Oh my god. It's hard for me to stay on my feet. Sorry guys. I zoom out a little bit so the picture will not be that shaky. But this is what we have to deal with today. Pretty windy. It's actually stormy right now. Looks choppy. Yes, Lisa. It's oh my god, right now the wind is like is really heavy. And we have another Berlin in Germany on the 767-300. Looks like a 3-1 right arrival, and yes, indeed. Going over. Okay, how's the sound, guys? Is it like, is the wind really noticeable in the stream, or is it okay? Is the windscreen doing a good job on the microphone? Let me know, please. Let me know, please. And we have Air India 350-900 service to Delhi coming up here. Whilst it looked like, oh no, guys, there's a bark crossing here. There's a bark crossing. I cannot believe my luck. 350-900 Air India, and it's gonna be chopped off in a moment, in a second, by a bark that's that's crossing. Not much what I can do here. Not much what I can do. So I hope this thing is quick. I really hope so. That's our luck here today at JFK. Oh God. Yeah, we have a good sense of humor, right? Just take it as it is. Air India 350-900 service to Delhi on this beautiful looking 350-900. Air India, there she goes. And we have Emirates 380 coming up here in a few seconds. Emirates 380 service back to Dubai. And we see a Frontier 320, one in Neo, about to line up for runway 31 left, service to San Juan in Puerto Rico. Cloud 3 Weddled Bellbird livery. All right. All right. Now we know that one too. But we want to stay with a 380. Here in just a few minutes. We have another Delta 767 coming over to us, and it's flight Delta 767 on a 767-300 service to Los Angeles, California. It's A380 time, it's big boy time. on the way to Dubai, 380. Delta flight 807, service to Las Vegas, Nevada, on a 321 Neo. And behind that one, we have Delta flight 767 on a 767-300, service to Las Vegas, no, to Los Angeles. The 321 Neo has to wait a little bit because of the turbulences of the 380. And now take off to Las Vegas. Vegas, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Delta 767, that's flight 767 on a 767-300 over to Los Angeles, California. And takeoff. Climbing like a rocket, this thing. And this is American flight 495, service to Charlotte in North Carolina on the 737 MAX 8. we have, it looks like on 31 left arrivals, 777-200 from American Airlines One World livery. And that's a flight from Madrid in Spain, flight 95. Just a few seconds. So it should be coming in on 31 left. This is how it shows right now, but I could go over to 31 right. Let's see. That's a One World livery. Well, I'm freezing here with that wind. Oh my god, it's freezing here. I'm freezing. Let's see how long I can take it in the cold. And Lisa says Kenya Airways going to the gate. Kenya going to the gate. They came in like 2 hours ago. Kenya. Okay. Yeah, it looks like American. They went over to runway 31 right, but let's try to get them. Let's try to get them in just a few seconds. She's gonna show up behind the trees. Here she is. Here we go. Triple 200 from Madrid in Spain, and we see here another Frontier. They increased their flights from JFK. Last year was only 1 or 2, and this is service to Miami. That's good to know. That's a good option. Miami, one of my favorite places. That is good to know. Frontier to Miami on a 321 neo. Frontier off to Miami, 321 neo. Renate, Yes, I could have a thick jacket. That is absolutely correct. If, quite frankly, if I would have known it when I left Jersey in the morning, I would have taken a jacket. Like, even the temperature is fine. Don't get me wrong, the temperature is fine, but the wind is absolutely nasty. The wind is absolutely nasty. So that's my biggest concern at the moment. It's the wind, not so much the temperatures. So if you're new here to the channel, feel free to leave a like and a subscribe. We are still very small, right? We started in May last year. I started in May last year with this channel here from JFK. So in May we will have our first anniversary. How cool is that? And the driver of this thing was Thomas from Fluggesellschaft. He made me starting this whole thing, right? I was reaching out to him when I was there. I was uncertain about live streaming or not, or so I was doing like I was shooting videos at that time, right? So you can see also on my channel quite some videos, and I'm still doing that because I simply enjoy it. I simply enjoy it a lot, and I have some tours planned for this year just to shoot some videos. I think it's really great, the combination of it, the live streaming and the videos, right? But Thomas from Fluggesellschaft, feel free to to check out his channel. We are friends, and this is my partner channel from Germany. He was basically the driver why I started live streaming. I was thinking about it, but I wasn't really sure. So we started talking, and next thing I know, that I think the first live stream I connected through his system into his platform, and we did something. I don't know if a live streamer has ever done that from JFK to his channel whilst he was in Germany. It was quite an act, so we tried some things out, but the rest is history. Here we are, right? But still very small, right? This is not my main thing. This is not my main gig. I work in Manhattan. I have a good job there, and I literally do it just for fun. And I've been into plane spotting hobby for, I don't know, for 35 years now or something. So I started off with prints, then with slides, and then I think in the early 2000s, this is when I was switching over to digital photography. My first digital camera was a Fuji RX 100. And then, like, after a year, then I upgraded to a Canon D30, where the D was before the numbers. Then later with then it was the D60, and then they changed to the 10D. So quite a journey, but it's simply the best hobby in the world. It's simply what it is. Going over 777-200 from British Airways, coming in on runway 31 right. Let's have a look. Behind the trees, here she is. Like the European time has started. We saw the first flights from Madrid, from Spain, this one from London. Bring 'em. And next arrival on 31 right is going to be DHL, the yellow one, 767-300 from Cincinnati, Ohio. And let's have a look. This thing is 35 years old. Yeah, I think they operate one of the oldest 767s still in operation. 35 years old. I think the oldest are over 40 years. 40, I think 44 years might be the oldest one that's still flying. All right, that was ABX 767-300, operated by ABX Air, but I dealt DHL. And next arrival is gonna be High Sky, nice, 330-200, operated by High Sky Europe. That's flight 101 from Bucharest. Also, I think it's a candidate. It's going to be a candidate for 3-1 right, but let's see. Here she comes. They are fighting the wind. Alright, that was High Fly from Bucharest in Romania. Next arrival is gonna be another Frontier. Oh boy, they have ramped up service here. Holy the Aplomado Falcon livery. That's nice. Gonna be on 3-1 right with a 321 Neo. And then it looks like we have a 3-1 left arrival. It's going to be JetBlue. Embraer 190 coming in on 3-1 left from Boston. Actually, no, the Embraer is going to come in on 31 right, and we have here on 31 left, we have here an Embraer 175 from American Airlines. Right. Looks like arrivals are picking up now. That's a good thing. And we will get here on 31 left, Swiss A340 300. Wow, so they changed it from 330 to 340. At least today. So they used to come here with a 330 300. They are now coming here. That should be a 3-1 left arrival. I think I can see him on the horizon. Yeah. So that's nice. 340 from Swiss. Sorry guys, my nose is running like crazy. On 31 right coming in, EgyptAir from Cairo on a 777-300. I think that one has a little bit of a delay, like an hour. They are flying to Newark on a 787 Dreamliner. Looks absolutely stunning. Delivery is fantastic from EgyptAir. Love it. So we're waiting for Swiss 340 300 coming here on 31 left, and there she comes behind the trees. So need to find this thing. Where is it? Here she comes. Nice. One of the few airlines that still operates. The 340-300. Well, to see here, EgyptAir from Cairo on a 777-300 with about an hour delay. Two nice arrivals, two nice wide bodies. And next arrivals here on 31 right is going to be American Airlines with an Embraer 175 from Cincinnati, Ohio. Then behind that one is going to be JetBlue with a 220, also in the new JetBlue mint livery that looks so absolutely stunning. And then possibly, I'm not sure yet, that looks like a 3-1 right arrival. American Flight 101 from London Heathrow on a 777-300. And then we have a 747 approaching JFK from EgyptAir from Anchorage, 747-400 in just a few minutes. And then another 3-1 right arrival from Stockholm Delta flight 205 on the 767-300. So it gets busy here. Also now with every minute the sun is going to get better for the 3-1 arrivals, and of course the departures. A little bit slow at the moment for departures, but we see a lot of good arrivals here. So it looks like the American 777. I'm not sure if this one is coming in actually 3-1 left. A little bit shifted. So let's see. I'm not sure. Would be great. But we just had Swiss 340-300 here on 3-1 left. So they changed from the 330 to the 340 at least today. I haven't looked into like if this is a regular flight now with the 340. But there should be another one coming later from Geneva. Let's go over to this JetBlue new mint livery. It looks absolutely stunning. What do you think, guys? An absolutely beautiful livery. And then let's go over to American. Yeah, they are coming in on 3-1 right. Would have been too nice. That's a 777-300. All right. Then we have another, looks like, yeah, another arrival here on 31 right. Delta from Stockholm, 767-300, and we have Kalita right now turning in 747-400, and we have at least a little arrival here, a CRJ-900 from Delta. Let's go and catch her. We're gonna keep an eye on the 747-400 with the registration November 707. That would be great, right? They are long gone, unfortunately. November 707, Charlie Kilo, Kalita 747-400 from Anchorage in just a few minutes. Whilst we are waiting for the Delta 767-300 from Sweden, from Stockholm. Yes, Lisa, indeed. Well, it's actually, you know, it's more the wind. I mentioned it before. It's like the temperatures, they're actually not so bad, but it's the wind what is really nasty. So let's get this Delta 767-300 from Sweden. 3-1 left. It looks like we have Kalita on 3-1 right. Of course, it makes sense because the cargo area is on the eastern side of the airport. So of course it makes sense that the 747 comes in on 3-1 right. We have a few arrivals now on 3-1 left and 3-1 right. Next 31 left arrival will be NetJets with an Embraer Phenom 300 from White Plains. That's going to be a 31 left arrival. And then another 31 left arrival will be Delta, a 321neo from Cancun in Mexico. And then another potential 31 left arrival will be another Delta flight 49 from Amsterdam in the Netherlands, 330-900 neo. Now it goes back to back. 31 right arrival is going to be Air France with a 777-300 from Paris in France. So back-to-back arrivals right now. 31s are packed with planes at the moment. The approach is packed. And then we have Jens' favorite airline, ITA 330-200 from Rome. Currently approaching from the east, from the Atlantic. It looks like also a 31 right arrival. Looks like they're gonna put her right behind the Air France 777. And I can see the Kalitta 747 behind the trees, so in just a few seconds we gonna go and get the 747, the Queen. It's Queen time. Jens and the trees. There she comes. She goes. Kalitta 747-400 from Anchorage in Alaska. Back-to-back arrivals at the moment. 31 left. Delta 321neo. Arrival on 31 right. No, actually no. They're coming parallel now. Let's get to the Delta on 31 left here. 330-900. 777-300 from Air France, back-to-back arrivals right now. And we have ETA coming in on 3-1 right. And then we have Cathay with a 777-300 from Hong Kong. Could be also 3-1 right, but at the moment everything can happen. They switch around like crazy. Here, CRJ 900 from Delta Connection. That one, I'm sorry guys, but Jens' favorite airlines is coming. That's ETA 330-200. There is no way I'm gonna miss that one. There is no way. Next arrival, Cathay 777-300 from Hong Kong. It's also 14 hours right. And then on 3-1 left is going to be another Delta. another 330-900 from this one in Portugal. That's flight 273. And then we have on 31 right, Brussels coming in, flight 501 on a 330-300. And the wind is picking up again. We are about to get high tide here. Delta 330-900 coming in here. Brussels 330-300 from Brussels in Belgium. Back-to-back arrivals at the moment on the 3-1s. Very busy. Lots of European flights are coming in right now. Another 330-300 that is Aer Lingus from Dublin, call sign Shamrock. So what's next? Very busy time. So we have on 31 right, JetBlue 220 from Raleigh Durham, and then another looks like JetBlue, yes, 220-300 from Nassau. They all coming 31 right, so they're a little bit too small for our cameras. And then we have, again, this could be a 31 left arrival. Delta Connections 13900 from Buffalo in upstate New York, and then American flight 1766 737-800 from Dallas in Texas. What is the jet doing? You guys are making travel plans, Renate? Frankfurt, and I'll show you Frankfurt and then to Dubai. Wow, that's great. Then Lisa then start a vacation. And hello Heiko, happy Easter to you from 25 degrees Celsius in Berlin. Oh my God. I wish we would have that. We had yesterday with actually 29 degrees Celsius here in New York. So we had like 81, 82 yesterday in Fahrenheit. It was a beautiful, beautiful day yesterday, but today it's like so super windy. It's stormy actually. Wind gusts up to 29 knots. My camera is a little bit shaky, but it is what it is. There's nothing what we can do. So I'm actually freezing here in 61 degrees weather. I'm freezing here at the bay, and you can see it at the water here. I show you a little bit the water, so it's you can see it on the waves. It's very rough water at the moment, and I can see in the background Uzbekistan 787A Dreamliner, the baby liner, getting ready, going to Tashkent in Uzbekistan. Renate, we are very cool guys. Yes, that's awesome. No doubts about that one. South Florida, yes. That would be awesome. I miss Miami actually. I miss Miami a lot. Time to go back. At least are you guys in the 90s already in Miami? Yeah, you should be, right? I was there in January and in the summer. It was absolutely beautiful. One of my favorite spots in the country actually, believe it or not. I love it there. And Lisa with JFK trivia, about 33,000 flights per month. Look at that. Land and takeoff at JFK Airport, meaning approximately 1,100 flights per day on average. Wow. That's what I call a busy airport. It's a little bit heavy, I think, on Delta. Of course, because it is a Delta hub, right? It's a Delta hub on the East Coast next to Atlanta, Georgia. A little bit heavy on Delta. I think LAX, they have the highest variety of planes, also with freighters. So also great to be in LAX, just on the other side of the country. 5 hours flight here from JFK. But also a fantastic airport, just in terms of variety also of wide bodies. Then my allergies are kicking in. This is coming on top of it. Springtime, as much as I love it, right? Allergies are kicking in too. have Turkish 777-300 making its way up here to runway 31 left, departing to Istanbul in Turkey. So we will have Uzbekistan 787-8 coming up shortly on the way back to Tashkent, and then Turkish 777-300. What are they doing? Intersection takeoff? Wow, I've never seen that one. Are they doing an intersection takeoff on 31 left? Looks like, right? Isn't there a saying in aviation, there's nothing more wasteful than the runway that is behind you? Alright. But it's a how long, 14,000 feet runway, so they should be fine. It's going to be a beautiful skyline shot. It definitely will be. Alright, Turkish Airlines back to Istanbul in Turkey. And we have a few more arrivals. Delta flight 217 and the 767-300 coming in from Dakar in Africa. Interesting. Lufthansa Star Alliance livery 340-300 coming in from Frankfurt. This one looks as a 3-1 right arrival. So when you have a painted Star Alliance livery on a Lufthansa plane, that means that plane is being operated by Lufthansa CityLine. Isn't that crazy? Lufthansa CityLine, the regional airline of Lufthansa in Germany and in Europe, is also operating a few of the wide-body aircraft. So all the Star Alliance liveries from Lufthansa on wide bodies are being operated by Lufthansa CityLine. And I once had the pleasure to fly with them from JFK to Frankfurt. This was in the middle of COVID in 2020, yeah. December 2020. It was one of the best Lufthansa flights I have ever had as a passenger. Absolutely gorgeous crew. Very kind, very friendly. The service was absolutely great. So kudos to Lufthansa CityLine. Fantastic crew. Fantastic crew. All right, 767 from Delta coming in from Dakar. And Jonathan with another JFK trivia saying they are currently building the largest terminal at JFK, which is Terminal 1, which will be done in the phase by 2030. Here we go. Jonathan, thank you. All eyes are on Lufthansa Flight 400, Airbus 330-300 from Frankfurt. Delta Alpha India Golf Victor. Star Alliance livery operated by Lufthansa CityLine. 25 years old. Just a few minutes. It's going to be Delta Flight 2 from London Heathrow on a 767-400. departure for Uzbekistan Airways on this beautiful livery. Beautiful livery, 787-8, the baby liner, back to Tashkent, the capital of Uzbekistan. This whole tripod is shaking. Sorry guys, the wind. It is extremely stormy here at the bay. Really nothing I can do. And take off Uzbekistan Airways. And we want to go over real quick to Lufty 340-300, operated by Cityline from Frankfurt in Germany. Left arrival, Delta 767-300. To the Queen, Silkway 747-8. We're gonna stay there, and that's a flight to Tel Aviv. Look at that one. Look at that one. The Embraer, the 175, right in front, the 747-8. That is amazing. That is a cool sight. And we have Tammy Adams. Welcome back to the stream. welcome to the first JFK stream of Planes and Friends in 2025. right, that was Silkway 747-8 followed by Asian A350 900 on the way back to Seoul in South Korea. And we have here the Delta 330, it looks like a 300 on 31 right. 787-9 Dreamliner coming in on 3-1 right from Mexico City. Alright guys, I decided to end the stream here. It is simply too cold, too windy. I am freezing here in 61 degree weather. I am freezing here. The wind is absolutely nasty. It's bone chilling cold actually. So it's going to be a shorter stream as of today. But we will be back, no worries. Now the temperatures are getting warmer and warmer and warmer, and expect me to be back on Saturdays and on Sundays, right, during the weekend. Just the only thing is, it cannot be raining. It cannot be like super cold, super stormy, but we expect now the temperatures to go up, and expect a full summer season of plane spotting. I hope I can make it every weekend. Let's see, but that's the plan, right? Going into October, actually, if I can, every weekend. And there will be a time where Jens is going to Germany in July, so we might not know if there will be 1 or 2 live streams from Germany. What about that one, right? Let's see. So lots of plans, what to come this year. We want to grow. We want to extend the channel. We want to grow the channel. So if you're new here, please feel free to give the channel a little bit of a like and a subscribe. Some love, right? We took a little bit of a break. We flew down to Miami, Florida in December and January to do some live streamings from there. Still in like my personal, one of my personal most favorite airports in the US, Miami. I spent a lot of time there in the 90s with plane spotting, so there's a connection to it. But going forward for JFK for this year, lots of shows planned. I want to grow the channel. I will grow the channel, and let's see what's gonna come next. So thank you all for tuning in. A little bit of a shorter stream today, but I have to pack. It's too cold, it's too windy, and if the weather will be okay, I would say see you next week Saturday. All right, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the stream.